hang on in here with us. You know, we're gonna get it right. No, he's not gonna steal our joy tonight. He's not finna stop nothing. We still gonna be able to stream live. We still gonna be able to do what we need to do. As yeah, we still gonna be able to stream live. We're gonna be able to do what we need to do. It's froze. What I gotta do? It's froze. Well, the question for the 100th time is, what would you do if your parents started dating someone that you used to date or marry them? What would you do? My thing is, it's a hard pill to swallow. My daughter told me earlier, Mama, I would disown you and this wouldn't have nothing else to do with you. And I'm like, oh, well, I couldn't ask you to do nothing no more because I wouldn't get exactly what I deserve. But then the young lady also told me that she knew a guy and they're friends, and she was saying that his dad did the same thing. The dad took the son's girlfriend. So let's just have some smooth talk and see, can we figure this one out, y'all?
I don't know how smooth we can be with this. To be honest with you, like you said, you know, it comes to a time where you want to disown parents when they just stoop that low. You know, I know you can't really sever the relationship because you're blood tied, but you can walk away from your family if you have to in a situation like that, because that's really just asinine. It's silly to do something like that.
At the end. Yeah, but my thing is, Uncle Cornell, she says she miss her mom. She wants to bond with her mom, and she said she really miss it. And I'm like, well, she said, how can I go back around her? She said, because only thing I feel when I go back around my mom is hurt and disrespect. And I'm like, and I know that I know when I was growing up and my mama whooped me too hard, I was mad at her and couldn't speak to her for a couple of days. But just imagine for my mom to do that, and that's worse than a slap in the face. It's worse.
I wonder where's her mother mindset. How could you do your child like this? Someone that you done birthed. So is lust got the mother that much that she didn't care about how her daughter felt about the situation?
Well, I think they in love.
Oh my.
So it has gone from lust to love. That's where it started. It had to be lust before it got into love. She didn't just automatically fall. You don't just fall in love with someone. It takes some time, development, some maturing in the mind to do that. So if they're in love, they're in a bad place.
Yeah, and the young man said that his dad is getting ready to marry the girl that he used to date. He said, my dad is actually getting ready to marry this lady. And he said, I lost all respect for my dad, but he said, but he's more mad at the girl than he is his dad. I said, but you lost respect for your dad, but you can see yourself going back being friends with your dad, but you putting all the blame off on the woman as usual, because that's what y'all do. Y'all always blame the woman for everything.
Well, I'm glad you said y'all, and you were referring to the male.
All men blame women for everything.
Well,
I'm going to put you in there too, Uncle Cornell.
Yeah,
I can't help because you're a man.
Thank you. So that's why I'm speaking up and about to respond to that. You know, a man look at things different than you all do. If a woman will lay down with her ex-boyfriend's father, it's her fault. If he didn't force her to...
At the end of the show, go ahead.
If he didn't force her to have a relationship, get involved, sexual or whatever, then, and she did it voluntarily, yes, it's her fault. Because, you know, if you lay down... If you lay down
right now, Cornell, you done made Judy come out there.
Yeah, come on out.
You done made Judy come out now. And I do want to, my narrator is telling me that we are giving shout outs, but we will acknowledge all shout outs at the end of the show. She's taking a list, and we will shout y'all at the end of the show. But right now, Uncle Cornell done made Judy come out. Hold on.
Come on, Judy.
Hold on. You mean to tell me it's all wrong for the mama to sleep with the son, or sleep with the girlfriend's boyfriend. Yeah, the mama is wrong. The mama is terribly wrong. But you ain't gonna sit here and make allowance for what the daddy did? How you gonna do that, Uncle Connell?
I'm not making allowance for
Yeah,
what the father did. Now, listen. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. If the woman lie down with the daddy, it's her fault. It's her fault. It's her fault. Listen. He can't do nothing. He can't do anything to her unless she's willing to do it to him. If she give up, if she give it up,
he gonna take it.
I didn't say that. Roman did.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I totally disagree with everything Reverend Uncle Connell just said. He could have persuaded her. You can't tell me it ain't some brothers that out here that ain't got the magic touch that'll make you do stuff you would have never did.
Well, you never know where a man's mind is.
So, but it's still a woman's fault.
You might never know where a man's mind is and how long it's been since he's been engaged.
Oh,
the wife or his girlfriend have said something nice to him, and then this young girl come up and say something to him, making him feel young again, and he just lose it. It happens.
Well, the boy could have came
and
up
at
and
the end of the day, it's going to be her fault.
Oh,
Talk to me.
So let's get in his stuff. Please, let's get in his stuff. Somebody do, because I'm pissed now. Judy done came out.
I think a parentship, it's a time that you could draw the line. And if you have a relationship with your child, how in the world could you accept that?
That's right.
There's a time and place that you could say no.
And Daddy should have said no.
Mama should too.
I'm not trying to wiggle out of what I said. But you got to understand. Y'all made me lose my concentration.
Okay, well,
narrator.
Okay.
Narrator.
A Philip Leon Jones said, "If I love you, I love you. I will continue being there for them because there's bound to be a crash coming. Not saying it will be easy, but there will be my objective, even through the broken heart." He said, "No good, sir. The 3 words that need to be said is no, thank you."
And see, and just like my narrator is telling me in my ear, you can play too much, and that playing leads to wrong things. Flirtness. But let me tell you something. See, right now, Boosie has left off. What's the name of this street?
Left the building.
What's the name?
University.
Boosie done left Wind Drive, but she ain't coming back because Judy is here to stay. It's no way on earth it can. I can't.
It doesn't make it right what he's done. But what I'm trying to say is, if the woman lay down with the man, it's her fault.
It's his fault.
It's just a mind. It's a man thing. You would never understand it. It's a man thing.
Well, if it's any men's out here to think like Kanye is thinking,
come on,
it's
give
a
me some help
woman's
up in
fault because she done laid down with the man.
Because I got Junior and came out of the box.
Yeah, because Boosie has exited the building. It's no way possible that it is the woman's fault. Because first of all, it is some very seductive men out here. He could have came on to her when she knew the son was having problems and the daddy came on to her. So come on now.
Okay, hold on. Cornell.
Yes.
You said it's the woman's fault in which situation? If it's the woman messing around with her father-in-law? What do you mean it's the woman's fault?
Yes, with the father-in-law. With the father-in-law.
So it's the woman's fault.
If she lays down with the father-in-law, it's her fault.
Why is that?
Because she is the consenting person. If he's not forcing her, if Boosie said put some words in her mouth or whatever the situation might be, if she lays down with him, it's her fault at the end of the day. And that's why the son will not be upset with his father, because he feels that the woman just gave in to whatever.
Wait. But shouldn't it be the father-in-law, because that is his son, his flesh and blood, so he should not blame his father also?
He might be thinking about his son while he's doing it. I don't know.
He may be trying to prove a point.
He's thinking with the wrong head either way, but he's thinking. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just lost for words. See, that's what I'm talking about. Both parties are wrong. But for the mama is horrible wrong, because the mama started going with the daughter's boyfriend. The mama is just horribly wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying, Miss
I
Ron?
understand.
The mama is horribly wrong. But when the daddy turn around and sleep with the son's girlfriend, she's automatically involved. And Uncle Conrad, you just came right there, right?
Hey, Teresa D says both parties are wrong.
Yes, both parties are wrong.
We're trying to ascertain as to why the son feels like he feels toward the woman. Okay, this is what you said. This is the son is upset with the girlfriend, not with the father.
Because he felt like she was in the wrong.
Because that's why I'm saying, I'm just trying to give you some insight on as to why he feels the way he does.
Well, do you think the woman is in the wrong?
Right. Well, both of them is wrong, and from my standpoint, both of them are wrong. But at the end of the day, two wrongs is not going to make a right. But I'm trying to help you to understand why he feels like he feels. He's going to be upset with her and never probably have a relationship with her anymore because he's feeling that she's at fault. She laid down.
I'm not feeling like a Connell
You
tonight.
probably not. That's all right.
Me and the Uncle Reverend Connell is not on the same page with this one tonight. And, you know, I know we going to disagree. I do need another drink. Because nothing about this conversation is making any sense to me. Because I feel like as women, we always get the short end of the stick, and we overlook what men do. I don't like that double standard thing. The daddy wrong and the mama wrong too. Everybody wrong.
In this day and time, people just do as they please. There's no more respect in the world, it seems to be. You know, and we got to learn to love and respect one another, but you see so much happening nowadays that young girls or men probably been dating a mother, and the child is probably saying, you know, that I'm having a hard time, and the man could entice her by getting her a partner.
Okay, Philip Leon Jones said, I done something like this before, and I lost my best friend. I betrayed my best friend, and now I have neither.
Oh.
This is from a man. He done the same thing. Yes, Leon.
See, I understand that. I like what you said, Philip, because you know why? Stuff like that does happen. And it's not always the woman's fault, and it's not always the man's fault, but at the end of the day, it will be the woman's fault. It's something got to be physically wrong with your mind to want a young man that your son, for me to want anything that my daughter bring home, it's got to be something wrong with me. And it's got to be something wrong with these mothers out here that are doing it. And these daddies out here that's doing it, it's something wrong with them too.
I must have heard Bootsy say that at the end of the day, it's the woman's fault. That wasn't Judy that said that, was it?
No.
Come on, talk. What you said?
Uncle Cardell's gonna be put off the show. And for all of y'all that keep inboxing me telling me that y'all like Uncle Cardell, this is last visit.
That was Judy right there. She had hesitation right there.
Okay, Teresa D says, she said, what is the name of the movie where the son found out about his father had been with his future wife and they tell him? Was it with Gabrielle Union or something?
I don't even know the name of that movie. But my thing is, this girl wants to build a relationship back with her mother. And she's at the point, she said, Miss Bootsy, how do I get the relationship back? And how do we get this love back? She said, when I tell you we had an unconditional love, our love was unconditional. And because of somebody that came into their life that the mom is still being intimate with, I said, well, your mother apparently don't want your love back, because if she did, she would let him go. Then you can't move forward if your mama still has that relationship. That's how I feel.
And some mothers are jealous of their daughters.
Amen.
And some mothers
want everything their daughters got.
Are very flirtatious in front of the young lady, her daughter's boyfriend, just to prove a point. I still have it. But do you not realize, I say you as a figure of speech, what you are doing to your child? Mm-hmm. Because so many mothers, you need to stand on mother's place.
That's right.
That's just me.
And
my opinion on that. You need to stand on mother's place and respect your daughter. Some daughters can't do anything unless their mothers is always in the way. They want to go out and party with them. But, you know, my son, he's grown. I don't party with him unless it's a family event or he come in town. But there's still things that people need to learn to stay in their lane about.
Okay, Laverne Hill said, leave unknown alone. Okay, I have a question for Uncle Cornell from Teresa Dees. Let Uncle Cornell express from a man's point of view. As in what, Teresa? What you want him to say in a man's point of view? That's what
I'm not understanding the question. Ask that question.
Ask her. Okay, Teresa said, let Reverend Uncle Cornell express from a man's point of view. I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay. Well, let me say this about the question that's out here. How can she try to build a relationship back with her mother? Number one, she needs to...
Mother, father.
Mother, father. Well, you said mother, father.
Let's do mother first.
So, it's going to have to be, she's going to have to forgive as well as forget. And this is smooth talk, but let me give you some real talk. It's going to be hard as hell to do.
Yeah, amen.
Because every time she see her mother, every time she sees the male that used to be her boo, and the things that they used to do together, now she's doing it with her mother, with her mother, excuse me, then that's going to be a problem. So from a male's perspective, first of all, let me just say this. A male should be able to keep himself in check. He should keep himself with some integrity about himself. If this is his girlfriend's mother, regardless to how she might be trying to come on to him, whatever she does when the daughter is absent, he should not play along with her, should not be smiling at her when she's making these little googly eyes at her. He should just put her in her place. Say, you the mother, I'm dating your daughter, and I don't want to try to build a relationship with you while I'm
Amen. That's what a real man does.
But let me tell you something. From my understanding, when talking to the little girl, her boyfriend came on to the mama.
Well, the mama should have told him, hey, you are dating my daughter, and we don't do this.
Because I feel like he tried it. He saw the opportunity, and somewhere in the mother, somewhere in the mother, he saw where he could do that and get by with it. And the young man said it hurts him so much that his dad not only dated this girl, now he's ready to marry her.
Right.
And he said he can't forget a girl. Well, why you can't forget? I don't get it. But you can forget your dad?
Something that happened in these people's childhood life, and something is missing. And what happened as a child could affect you as an adult. But if I had a daughter and her young man came to my house, he have no reason coming in if my daughter's not there.
There you go.
You don't set yourself up for opportunity. When opportunity presents itself, you may take that chance. So if I had a daughter, he's not welcome in my home if she's not there.
Somebody likes your comment, Miss Romy.
Thank you, because there's nothing there for him.
That's right. That's right.
I want to, and I don't want to give no license to the ground that Roma just laid. A lot of time people, when they do something bad, they want to blame it on their childhood. When they want to go and kill up somebody in school, they're going to say they had a bad childhood. Or when they want to walk into a grocery store or mall and just start shooting and go postal, most white people will say, oh, they was up there upbringing. But if it's somebody black, it's a different thing. So we just want, we don't want to just get hampered up on childhood. Okay.
Okay, Philip said, doesn't matter who comes on to who, say no thank you.
That's exactly right. But this young man said that I think that they're getting married on Valentine's Day, from what he inboxed me.
They won't live long. They probably won't live long. They're going to have to get out of town. You have to head for the border. I'm sorry. You can't live in the same neighborhood, in the same city, in the same state. You need to just get on out of Dodge.
It seemed to me like they want to torture that young man. His girlfriend and her.
Well, what he tells me is the dad said he finally found true love.
Okay, can you tell me again which one you talking about? I'm confused.
The young man said that the dad finally found love with this girl.
His ex?
With his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
But basically, the daddy took the girl from him.
Can you say the ages of them?
Well, the dad is about 53, and I think the girl is I think she just turned 30.
Okay.
No wonder.
The girl just turned 30. And the dad is ready to get married.
She may be looking for a benefit.
Man, don't do it. All I can say is don't do it. Don't
Well,
do it.
I think both
I
of them.
feel the
Don't
same
do
way
it.
because if she gonna do it to him, if she doing it with him, she gonna do it to him.
Well, I'm gonna go real with y'all now.
This is real.
Now this real. I know a young guy that did date the mama and the daughter and got a baby by both of them. And this happened years ago when I was a young girl over in a certain town that I used to live in. And Calissa, she could put a thinking hat on. She might remember who I'm talking about. But I do know that story really happened. So when people were inboxing me, because I sent some of them out of my inbox, they said, oh, that's only white folks. No, that's not true.
No.
That's not true. And I feel like where the problem is coming in at, when you got this 10 years difference between the mama and the daughter, and the mama standing up there looking just as good as the daughter, and the daddy looking just as fine as the son, somebody needs to stand up and be the parent, and somebody needs to stand in place and be the child.
Sometimes, if there are ancestral relationships inside of the family, that means if the mother is doing things with the son, the father is doing things with the daughters. I can see these things happening when there's some type of ancestral relationship within the family. I know of a young man that back in the day, he was going to this house and there was 5 or 6 women there, and I asked him, which one of the young women are you going to see? And this guy said, me betting them all down.
Oh my!
And that is exactly what he said and how he said it. He said he was betting them all down. So, and when I started digging into the background of that family, there was some ancestral relationships going on in that family. So, and that's a fact. That's why I stated it like that.
You know, you worked with a guy that was married, that dated a mother and daughter. And
I sure did.
Right?
I sure did.
And he laughed about it.
Oh yeah,
But
he
at the
thought it
end
was
of the-
funny.
Yeah, he thought it was funny. But I wonder in his mindset now, how do he feel? You know, how do that mother feel for getting involved with her daughter boyfriend?
But you know what? Some men
Was
don't
it
have a
she had him
conscience.
first
I think the mother had him first, and then he started dating the daughter.
and got the daughter pregnant.
Yes.
Because I did speak with him one day,
Uh-huh.
and he thought it was a funny thing. But there's nothing cute about that. And we need to learn to love and respect one another and respect the mother's home. If you love that girl, you should respect. If you love that woman, you should never even look at the daughter.
But see, and that's why I said, somehow or another, this young man knew. And that's why I was telling her, he knew that he could step to your mother. And the father knew that he could get that girl. And it's just like, you know, to me, everything is about spirits. The spirit knows the spirit. And when you know that person's spirit, you know that you can eventually go there. Okay, narrator.
Hey, Kimberly Gordon, yes, say that. Immaturity. Somebody got to be grown, responsible adult. Teresa Dees, it is simple. It's a simple word called respect.
Exactly.
I too.
And I know a young lady that had a boyfriend, and her mother had a boyfriend. But every time the mother boyfriend come around, the daughter catch hell. Only because her boyfriend was, the mother's boyfriend, was telling her things about the daughter and her little boyfriend shouldn't come by. Later on, that man wanted to meet the daughter and put her in an apartment. Had she had that mindset, that she would have, yes, he wanted to put her in an apartment. Had she been that desperate, she probably would have took him up on that, not being aware what he trying to get at. But I feel he was trying to sleep with that daughter.
I feel so too.
So since she didn't allow him to come and put her in an apartment, you know, he did all kind of tricks, but it never worked for him. But see, mama didn't even know probably.
That's it.
That's true.
To save a lot of hurt, first of all, the father shouldn't have done what he did. The mother shouldn't have done what she has done. To save a lot of hurt, if you're going to cheat, go outside of family. Don't cause problems with your mate and then also with your family member, because you're going to have double trouble.
And I feel like this. She said, Miss Boo said, I really miss my mom, and I really want her back in my life. She said, and I agree with Uncle Connie. We agreed on something today, because I feel like Boosie is coming back to the building. Thank you, Jesus. She's back. Because for a moment I thought I was going to have to tell you that.
We don't want to see that.
But she said that she missed her mom. And she said she missed the thing that her and her mom used to do. And she still have a love for my mom. But she just can't get over it. And she's never going to get over it. Long as her mom still got that guy in her life. She will never be able to get over it.
Whether
Never.
he's in her life or out of her life, she'll never get over it.
No, you're never going to get over it. Some
That's
pills are just hard
that's-
to swallow.
Yeah,
You can forgive, but you cannot forget.
exactly.
You're never.
Daughter, take my advice. Take baby steps. Don't jump into nothing with your mother. Take baby steps. Take it a day at a time. And always be cautious. Sleep with one eye open at all times.
I believe like this: if the mama did it once, she'll do it again.
Amen.
And I believe if the daddy did it once, the daddy do it
If
again.
he already have her, yeah, he gonna do it more than once.
Like I said,
He already have her. Is that right?
yeah.
Well, Uncle Connie said he bring you back out. Yeah, the daddy already got her because the daddy is going to marry this young lady.
I don't think
But
you
what
want to hear
would-
Uncle Reverend Cornell.
But okay, to the young lady that's getting ready to marry the daddy, do you not think when you bring daddy around your family members, you don't think daddy ain't gonna look at one of your family members and sleep with one of your family members?
I was told that if you do it, whatever you do is gonna come back to you.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So do you believe that daddy will eventually sleep with one of their family members?
More than likely, yes.
Well, I don't think that
It's a
he would.
pattern. It's got to be.
I don't think that he's going to be allowed, or he would feel right going around family members. That's why I say he probably going to have to leave town. If he married this young lady, how in the world is he going to have the gall to come and visit his family members, his other sons and
Well,
daughters? Well, he's a dog, sure enough. then.
Well, some got balls of steel and got that dog mentality and don't care. Because I agree with Calissa. He gonna still go around his family. And when he goes around his family, he might not feel no shame. But when he goes around that girl's family, he gonna look at one of her family members and he gonna pop one of them too.
I'm glad you said it, because they LeBaron said karma.
That's right.
Right.
He's gonna sleep with one of her family members.
That is the law of reciprocity. What goes around comes around.
Yes.
Do you believe the dad gonna sleep with one of her family members?
I'm a firm believer of that, because I mean it's not gonna stop there. He gonna get her right where he wanted. And he
Amen.
gonna mistreat her and throw her out like an old dirty rag.
Let me ask you a question. If he does that, then who's going to be wrong, him or her?
It's wrong on both ends, but in order,
Already.
you need to learn to respect yourself most of all.
Come on.
That's just like Buss and I are best friend. It's no way in the world I want to lay down with nothing she have ever had, because I respect our friendship.
That's right.
And being a friend, then what about a mother?
That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? So a mother have to stoop very low and not have a conscience of what she doing to her daughter. You know,
That's
it
right.
depends on the individual, but I would never do my friend like that. So more or less on me being a mother to do my daughter like that.
That's right. And Uncle Cornell, let me tell you something.
What's the God tell women now?
He is never gonna stop. And I'm gonna tell you what he'll do. I'm gonna tell you what.
But he
No,
can't
no.
do it by himself. What
No,
I'm
no,
trying
no,
to
no,
say.
I'm gonna tell you what
If they know that he's a pedophile,
No.
know his profile, and he goes to them and give them the eye, and then I don't think you want to really answer the question, because you know the answer.
No, Uncle Cornell, I'm gonna go there with you.
No,
Let me
come
tell
on.
you what he gonna do, Uncle Cornell. He gonna marry her because she's young and she's tender. He gonna lay down with her and treat her like a queen, but behind her back, every chance he get, he gonna sleep with one of her family members if they allow. Is I'm lying, girlfriend?
You're right.
So if
He wrong.
Well, I'm not disputing that. But if he lays with one of the family members who already know what's going on, whose fault is it?
His.
Just blame it on the man.
Because he done married into the family. He know better.
But what about the woman?
Oh, Uncle Connell, y'all kiss me with this double standard.
I mean,
He
I'm
was
just asking you a
wrong.
question.
He
There's
was
nothing double
wrong.
about that.
He was wrong from the beginning where he got her. So whatever happens to him, he get what he deserves.
So if she
Is that
just...
not right, Ms. Robin?
That's right.
Boy, I tell you, it's three against one. Y'all about to start me drinking. Give me some water.
No, you're speaking from a man point of view.
And we respect that.
But
Right.
all due respect, what I'm saying on either side is wrong. That's just my opinion on that. But some people, like I say, they're just trying to get whatever they can. And if anybody, a woman, give them attention, they're going to go for it. So what if it's my daughter's boyfriend? He's giving her something that she probably can't get from no one else. But that don't make the matter right.
And I feel like how the daddy got the little girl was, you running to your daddy, telling your daddy all your problems. Now one day she might have been out somewhere and been like, hey daddy, he like, hey, well your son does, because we love to talk. She done told it all. And for you know it, he done spun in his mind that web to how to get her, because I'm going to tell you, he was looking at the package and he wanted it for himself.
You have a Larry Bonner. He said, Reverend, you will not win. You are outnumbered.
He ain't gonna win because he ain't right.
Hey, tell him I don't give up though.
So what is your thoughts? If your daughter brought home a young man and behind your daughter's back he was making advances at you, what exactly would you do?
Oh,
Let's go into details. Don't put it out there.
I would tell him off. Then I'll wait just as good to get him in front of my daughter.
Amen.
And let him know, and let my daughter know what he's done.
And that's exactly what I would have did. Accustomed to high heavens.
So you've been doing all kind of swearing,
What
right?
you say?
Exactly.
Because first of all,
Baby, this ain't the man.
men's are dogs. The only difference between them, a dog and a man, they ain't on all fours. They're on two. That's the only difference.
Don't make me give a name for a woman.
That's the only difference.
That's a name for a woman too.
That's the only
And it's a
difference.
dog. I won't do it.
And that's the only difference in my book. Because I feel like, in all actuality, essentially, both parties are wrong. Everybody was wrong. Everybody was wrong. But I cannot stand it when they look at the young lady being more wrong than the daddy. Well, the daddy, that's just a man being a man. But when the mama do it, it's all so wrong. Wrong is wrong.
But even us as ladies, and you was dating somebody I was dating, he's okay, but you was wrong. That's how some women think. They always want to blame the women, and half time you may not even been looking at my man.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna blame you just because. You see what I'm saying? Because you that little cute thing.
I want to give a profile on the man that's about to marry the woman, marry the young lady. He's thinking that by him marrying her after he's been exposed, he's making it right. So he's playing really the devil's advocate, thinking that what he's doing now, he's going to make the situation right by marrying her.
Okay, a Juliet Moore. This is for. I agree, Pastor Martin. The ball was in her court. The relationship was developed, and again, she could have chosen not to stoop that low. They both were wrong. That's from a Juliet Moore.
Thank you, Juliet. You know something. Thank you for being on my side. We might need to get you up on this panel here.
I disagree.
If I'm coming back, I've been fired once or twice.
Well, y'all got to realize Uncle Connell get fired every show when you disagree with me. But the Reverend Uncle Connell ain't going nowhere, and I did say ain't. But I do feel sorry for the young lady that wants her relationship with her mother. I really do feel sorry for her. And I'm disgusted with the dad that take it that far to marry the young lady.
Yes.
I'm really disgusted with you. I really am. So, Daddy, you need to really get in your place and open up your eyes and let go. Mama, you need to really come back to your daughter and try to broke what you have broken if it can be fixed. But the only way it can be fixed, you got to let go of that thing that you got. So with all that being said, we finna come to a conclusion, and we're gonna start with Miss Roman.
Mother, stay in your place. Respect your daughters, because a daughter needs her mother. And with all due respect, that's a hard pill to swallow, you know. So I can only imagine, and I don't want to imagine that. So all due respect, young lady, I pray that things work out for you, and I'll be praying for you and your mother.
What about the son?
The son, I mean, I pray for him too, Dad. I mean, daddy or mother don't make it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you disrespecting your child for one thing.
Amen.
And where the love that you have for your child. If you love your child, you wouldn't even went to that level. That's right. Just my opinion on that.
What about you, Calissa?
My thought is, parents, just stay in your place. Kids, stay in your place.
And that's a mouthful. What is
Okay, Rita said, Uncle Cornell, you really had a point.
Rita, I know that, baby. I just be knowing this.
It wasn't a good one.
Thank you, Rita.
It wasn't a good one. Well, I want to know exactly what the Uncle Reverend Cornell's thoughts is. And will I agree?
They are all going to need therapy at the end of the day. Spiritual counseling is going to be needed. Dad, manage the zipper work. Keep it zipped. Mom, listen. You ought to know better. You know, you're a mother, and you're dipping around with your daughter's boyfriend. And you ought to know better. It's the old folk. The old women back in the day would just really set you aside and just talk about you. You couldn't go to another church in your city.
Man, y'all see that long prelude he gave the mother, and he just gonna tell the daddy to zip it up. Well, you know I'm finna flip all that right quickly to the daddy. You was wrong. Just because your son brought something home that caught your eye, that looked good to you, you shouldn't have went there. You was totally out your place. But zipping it up, you should just go and castrate yourself because you know why. You because you have truly devastated your son. And young man, for you to look at the young lady and put all the fault on her, shame on you. You need to look at your daddy, because your daddy got problems. He got issues too. But I commend you for still trying to have some type of relationship with your dad. But let me tell you something. He did it to you once, he'll do it to you again. Don't trust him. Because both of y'all need some counseling. And to the mama, well, babe, I'm just going to tell you like this. Shame on you. Try to fix your relationship with your daughter, because she really wants you back in your life. But I have one thing that we have to do promotion tonight.
This is the Be Smooth. And if you want the curve so you can swerve, you need to get you a bottle of this. I don't know what's in it. But if it make you look like Miss Bootsy here, turn around there, girl. Listen, you need to get you some. Po Charlie would say, get you one.
And I also want to give a shout out to CC and CC's Fashion for my dress. Thank you, CC.
Right, okay.
And I have Be Smooth on sale, 2 for $50, 1 for $30. Love y'all.
All
Good
right,
night.
all right. Tell her I wear size 46 suits if you want all that.